Hey guys, Matt here. I'm with my boy Julian.
What's up?
For today's video, I want to teach you my favorite camera movement trick for music videos and commercials. It is the 360 orbit parallax shot. This technique will help you elevate your footage, and you can pretty much do this with any camera. So let's get into it. I love using this because it's a great way to extend a location. What I mean by that is, once you've already got all of your main shots, you could just throw this in as like a supplementary shot where it kind of adds a different feel to the location. Yes, you're still going to be using similar elements such as trees, buildings, people, whatever is in your surrounding area, but it makes it a unique effect because the background's going to be swirling and the focus is on the subject with the background moving behind them. So the key to get this shot is making sure that your artist or whoever you're filming stays in one location, and the goal is to do a 360 rotation around the subject. So make sure you check your surrounding area. See, like here we have this pole or post in our way, so we might want to move a little bit more over this way. And just keep in mind, especially in an area like this, the terrain is not flat and level, so when you're filming you want to make sure that you don't trip over any objects or anything. And when you're doing this, the more depth that's in the background adds more of a parallax type of effect and adds more movement. So like here, there's a lot of trees around us, so it's gonna work really, really well for this type of camera shot. So for this, we have Julian. He's gonna be our stand-in talent for this shot. Say hi, Julian.
What's up? How we doing?
Julian's a great friend of mine. He's helped me on a lot of video productions. Probably some of the videos that you may have even seen, Julian's been a huge part of. So thank you, Julian.
Of course, man, happy to help.
So for this one, Julian, can you do me a solid? What I want from you is, I want you to stand in one specific spot, right? And the purpose of this is that I'm gonna be rotating around you, okay?
All right.
So as I rotate, let's say I go this way. I want you to rotate the opposite direction, and you could ever so slightly move your feet. You don't have to go crazy and go really fast.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create the tempo, right?
Okay.
So another tip for this, the faster that you move with the camera, the faster the motion blur and the parallax effect will make it seem. But just be very careful when doing that, because after a while, at least me, I get super dizzy. So be very mindful of that when trying to do a shot like this, and don't overdo yourself. But yes, the faster you go, the doper the effect is. And something that I've also noticed too, that I kind of sometimes struggle with, but trying to keep your subjects in the center of the frame, and you could use like grid markers or a center point marker if you have a monitor that you can have like different features on your screen to make sure that you're tracking the subject in that one location in the frame. And that's just gonna pretty much create like a seamless type of effect with the background just swirling behind them. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to get that. I'm gonna be using the Sony ZV-E1 with the DJI Ronin RS2, and I have a 25mm Zeiss Batis lens on this camera right now. We're also gonna get different versions with the 25mm and also the 85mm to kind of show you guys the difference between like a wide shot with this and more of a close-up shot, just so you can see the different feels and effects that come with different lenses when using this camera movement. So what I'm doing right now is, I'm trying to keep Julian centered frame while I'm rotating around him. We're gonna start pretty slow. One thing that I've also noticed too, if you use a tighter lens, it also kind of adds a cooler effect. So now I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit. It's gonna get a little bit harder for me. Let me get a little bit closer to him. There we go. So we just did a little bit of a test shot. I'm super dizzy, so we're just reviewing the footage, and that came out pretty good. One thing that I've noticed that helps me when I'm doing it, you'll see in the footage that we just recorded, but if you walk backwards while filming, it's a lot easier to kind of maintain your distance from the subject and also just do that orbit circle type of motion, as opposed to walking like this. I kind of like to go like this. So my back is going first compared to walking forward like this. It's personal preference, but something that I've noticed is a lot easier doing it that way. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put the 85mm Zeiss lens on. It's gonna give it a completely different feel. It's gonna bring the background a lot closer to the subject rather than a wider angle like the 25. And And I think when you use a tighter lens, it actually looks a little bit better. It doesn't have as much distortion, unless you want the distortion, but I think having the background closer to the subject just makes it a lot easier to give it like that parallax type of feel, and it doesn't show as much in the frame compared to a wide angle lens. So we're gonna put this lens on and do another test shot. All right, start rotating the opposite direction. Yeah, this looks so much better. And it looks awesome because there's all these cool trees. It's very hard to try to keep your subject in the center. You really try to do your best. Yeah, you could be like looking up, like look up to the sky. That looks cool, that's great. Yeah, see, like I'm starting to lose it a little bit. Let's try to do it like this. See, now I'm walking forwards. It's definitely helping. So now we're in the car, we just finished packing up. The mosquitoes were absolutely killing us, so I didn't get to finish the closing statement for this video, but definitely give this a try in your next video shoot. This shot is something that I've noticed that really separates amateurs from professionals, and knowing how to do the shot effectively also will get you better results. Making sure that you communicate with your talent and doing some practice runs before actually going and getting a live take will really help the outcome. Making sure that you pick a location that has a lot of surrounding elements such as trees, buildings, cars, people, anything in the background that pretty much just will swirl behind the subject will make the shot a lot more visually interesting. The next is make sure that you maintain your distance from the talent and keeping a consistent pacing when doing the shot as well. Lastly, just give it a shot, and the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. And trust me, your clients are gonna love this, and they're gonna think that you're a genius for doing this, and it's absolutely a game changer. So make sure you give it a shot on your next video shoot. And if you do, and if you found something useful in this video, please leave a comment below, give the video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.